Ah, yes, I was wondering what we would break first. Your spirit or your Minecraft house?
Alright, hey, what's going on everybody? I saw a lot of positive feedback on the Lego mod that I did yesterday, and I decided to put together the Bionicle mod. Well, not put together because I didn't make this. This is a pretty neato mod I tried to look for. It's called NuiCraft. And of course, if you're familiar with Bionicle, you know that Bionicles are set on Mata Nui, which is a little regional land. I don't know what the new ones are. There's like Metro Nui, Mero Nui, and there's like all the I like it's like Pokemon for me. I kind of stopped at like the first and second generations. So I'm sure you guys will know more about this stuff than I do actually. But anyways, I've compiled some of the stuff I am a bit familiar with. So let's get started. In here I have a bunch of the masks from the mod. You can get this ore, Proto Steel. Don't know what the hell that is. I got iron, that's for crafting with it. I'll show you that in a second. There's Konoka Disks. I remember those. I feel like that's maybe third generation of Bionicles, but I'm not sure. And you have a disc launcher and your very own pickaxe. How about that? Alright, so we'll get to the crafting and shit later, but for now, let's take a look at the fun part. Let's get the masks. Alright, so every one of the masks has its own ability. You should know that if you're familiar with Bionicles. If not, then probably don't give a shit and wouldn't be watching this video in the first place. So let's start out with potato. God, what is that guy's name? Potato, Pahu, Kahu. Well, I'm gonna. I need to Google this. I don't remember what his name was. Mask of Speed. Okay, it doesn't even. Pohatu. That's his name. Not potato. Potatu. Potatu. Pohatu. All right, I was close. Anyways, if you put on the mask and you press M, you'll be able to activate the ability of the mask. And I think it goes without saying, this one's pretty trippy. So yeah, this is a mask of speed. It looks like it doesn't run out at all. So as long as you have the mask on your face, you should be able to use this ability to your desire. So let's see. Next one is Lewa, who has the mask of levitation. I was experimenting with this and I was hoping that it just wouldn't give you the just straight up creative fly mode, but it actually doesn't. If you press M, you just go straight up. You can't really move. So you really need to be careful how you use this because you can just fall and take a lot of damage. But no, it's pretty neat that it just doesn't give you fly mode. I feel like the BOP. That's me flying right now, by the way. I'm in creative. Let's see. So I think this one's not really exciting. Mask of water breathing. Wonder what that does. Okay, I have two masks of speed. Let me get rid of that one. Alright, then we have Tahu's, which is the mask of shielding. I don't think there's actually a visual effect besides just bubbles, but I look so goofy on my skin. Let me get rid of the rain really quick. One sec. Much better. Alright, so that'll give you resistance too, so that's pretty good for mask, I guess. Did I take out all the masks? I totally left some in there. Hold on. There was the Mask of Time, I remember. If any of you guys had that, like, as a toy, you'll remember that it kind of looked like a hunk of cheese. Here it is, yeah. I I was always worried my cat would eat it, because it looked so edible. It was like this orange little, like, masky, half mask thing that you could probably put in your mouth by accident. So anyways, that's the Mask of Time. It gives you slowness bonus. I'm not really sure if that's a bonus, but hey, it stops everything. It's pretty neato. I like the color effect too. I look like a fucking tribal warrior. So I don't think it actually gives you an advantage unless you got a really slow reaction time. But it's still pretty neato. I'll give it to him. It's really neat. I'd like it if it would slow down like other mobs, but I'm not really sure if that's possible in Minecraft's current state. So let's see. Oh, we didn't look at Anua. And then let's see, we didn't look at Kopaka, and we didn't look at. It should be all of them. The gold ones are the same. They just look cooler, I guess. So are the Nuva ones. All right, so let's put on Anua. He just has the Mask of Strength. You get why is it still like black and white? There we go. So you have a little bit of haste and a little bit of strength. I'm not sure how much. Let's equip the wooden sword and try to kill these zombies and see how long it takes. Because usually it takes like a few blows from them, right? Let's see. Oh, that's really good. That one hit zombies. All right, so on to a mask of strength, best mask. And then we have Kopaka, has a X-ray vision mask. It says he's a work in progress, though. The one thing about Kopaka was I felt like he was just the shittiest of the Bionicles. He's like the shitty X-Men that has the absolute worst power. Like, everyone else has shielding, strength, and Kopaka just has X-ray vision, which anyone with a PhD can get. I mean, he looks at people and he can see their bone structure. I mean, you could just go to school and get that ability. You can't go to school for super strength, so just saying, Kopaka, I feel kind of bad for him. But anyways, that's the masks that we have. Let me clear these out of my inventory. And we can take a look at the crafting system. You have proto steel, like I said, don't know what the fuck that is, and iron ingots. I'm pretty sure you can make a mask forge if you, here, let me see, can I make a forge? I need a, oh god, my brain is farting. Oven? No? Why can't I think of the word? This is how bad I am at the, furnace! Jesus! That was hard enough. So, oh no, it's not a furnace. It's a crafting table! I'm sorry, I didn't sleep well last night. I mean, that's really no excuse, but anyways. I'm pretty sure if you surround iron with Shit! I'm pretty sure if you surround proto steel with iron... Alright, never mind, I don't know jack shit about this. Well, I guess the crafting is a little bit off, but keep in mind this is a work in progress mod. So, I did manage to make a proto steel rod. So that's something. Good job, Kyle. Thanks, everybody. I don't know how to make like the swords and stuff. I've been trying to mess around here, but you know, I think it's something you really have to experiment with because there's not a whole lot of information about this mod. Something I didn't like, but either way, still pretty neato mod for the masks and stuff. As you can see, we have some of the ores here. Let's go into game mode, and we can mine these up. Let's see. So this is lightstone, and then you get no shit lightstones from it. You can place those. They basically just act as torches. I think those were isn't that what you collected in the very first Bionicle game? You collected lightstones. I don't remember for sure though. I haven't played that game in years. So the last thing I want to show you guys is the Konoka Disks. If you remember, they all have different abilities. So let me get out the disc launcher. I'm not sure which one is going to fire if I put... What is it? The zombie is having a ball in there. Alright. Oh my god, he's like spitting out XP. Oh my god, thanks, man. He is so excited. He's spitting out XP at me. Thanks, buddy. Hey, thanks. Thanks. Hey, thanks. Oh, wait, no, I'm not even picking those up. Those are... Alright, whatever. So I'm just going to put the rest of these in my inventory for now. And this is the Konoka of Remove Poison, possibly the worst Konoka disc. And the most boring one, at least. Alright, regeneration. Let me see if I can hurt me, zombies. Hurt me. Alright, that works. Let's see if that does anything. Boop, 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 boop. No? Alright, well that crashed my game. Don't use the regeneration one. Alright, so I'm going to use Reconstitution at random. Don't know what that does, but I'm going to... What? Whoa, it made him into a minecart! Oh my god, hold on, I want more of those. Game mode 0. Nope, fuck. I always mess that up. Oh my god. Yes. This one's the funnest. You can just make it into a... Is that like a sentient minecart? It's a sentient boat? I don't know. Either way, that one's fun to mess with. Don't know if you can use it on players yet, or that'd be kind of neato. Let's see. Enlarging and shrinking. I'm pretty sure those are both in the works. Konoka teleportation. Does that work? Okay, maybe I'm not using that right. Alright, well, not all the Konoka discs work, but we do have the one of freezing. That one does work. I'm going to shoot that at this sheep over here. Or this one. Ha! See, now he's like stuck in position and he can't move. Or... I guess he can't move on his own. Or... God damn it! Maybe it's just a slow. Why doesn't anything work? It seems to be doing something. There's some bubbles around there. I think it's just a slowing one. But anyways, as you can see, some of it is still super work in progress. And some of it I really don't know a whole lot about because there's not a lot of information. But I'm sure if you mess around with it, you'll find out more than I did. So be sure to check that out in the description down below. Mess around with the masks. The masks are honestly the coolest part. I love those. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Video games.